Law of compensation. Overview. The law of compensation is often understood as the principle of you reap what you sow. It is a natural extension of the law of cause and effect, emphasizing that the universe always compensates us for our efforts, whether positive or negative. This law governs the direct and proportional return we receive for the energy, work, and intentions we put into the world. The compensation we receive might come in various forms: material wealth, emotional satisfaction, spiritual growth, or the lessons we need to evolve. This law assures us that everything we do generates a return. Every action, thought, and intention creates compensation in some form. If we plant seeds of kindness, diligence, and integrity, we will receive compensation that aligns with those qualities. Conversely, if we engage in negative actions or harbor harmful intentions, the compensation will reflect that negativity. Understanding and applying the law of compensation empowers us to align our efforts with the rewards we wish to receive. The nature of compensation. The law of compensation reminds us that the universe operates with balance and fairness, even if we don't always recognize it in the short term. This law guarantees that we will be compensated for our actions, but the form, timing, and magnitude of that compensation depend on the quality and nature of what we contribute. Compensation doesn't always arrive immediately or in the exact form we expect. For example, working hard in your career may not immediately result in financial wealth, but it might bring you opportunities for growth, connections with influential people, or invaluable learning experiences that ultimately lead to financial rewards. Similarly, compensation may not be limited to material benefits. It could manifest as emotional or spiritual growth, deeper relationships, or a sense of fulfillment. It's important to remember that the law works in both directions. If we consistently give less than our best, or act from a place of selfishness, laziness, or negativity, the compensation we receive will reflect those choices. In this way, the law of compensation holds us accountable and encourages us to act with integrity, diligence, and a spirit of giving. Compensation in different forms. The law of compensation does not only refer to monetary rewards. Compensation comes in many forms, such as material wealth. Compensation for hard work, skill, and dedication often manifests as financial gain or material success. This form of compensation is easily recognized and desired in many aspects of life, such as business, career, and investments. Emotional and spiritual growth. Compassion, empathy, and acts of kindness are often compensated by a sense of inner peace, fulfillment, or personal growth. This type of compensation deepens our emotional and spiritual well-being. Opportunities. Sometimes the compensation for our efforts comes in the form of unexpected opportunities, new doors that open, connections with the right people, or chances for advancement that we could not have predicted. Learning and wisdom. Mistakes and challenges in life also provide compensation in the form of valuable lessons. Every setback is an opportunity to gain insight, improve, and evolve, which prepares us for greater success in the future. This law teaches us that the universe is always observing and responding to the energy we emit. If we approach life with a giving and positive mindset, we receive the same energy back, sometimes in ways we cannot foresee. On the other hand, if we approach life from a place of fear, greed, or negativity, the universe compensates us in kind. Why people struggle with the law of compensation. One of the primary reasons people struggle with the law of compensation is that they often expect immediate or tangible rewards for their efforts. In a world driven by instant gratification, the delayed nature of compensation can be frustrating. People may feel that they've worked hard or acted with integrity, yet their rewards don't seem to materialize as quickly or as visibly as they'd hoped. However, this law teaches that patience and faith are essential because the timing and form of compensation are not always under our control. Another challenge is that compensation doesn't always come in the expected form. For instance, someone may work tirelessly toward a promotion or financial gain, but instead receive personal growth, resilience, or a deepened sense of purpose. Because they were only focused on one specific type of reward, they may overlook the value of the compensation they've actually received. Additionally, people often overlook the negative side of this law. Just as we are compensated for our positive actions, we are also compensated for negative actions, thoughts, and behaviors. This can be difficult to accept, especially when we are faced with the consequences of past actions. People may struggle to acknowledge that their current struggles or setbacks are forms of compensation for choices they've made in the past, even if those choices were unconscious or made in ignorance. The power of giving. The law of compensation teaches that the more you give, the more you receive. When we act from a place of generosity and abundance, the universe reflects that energy back to us. This is why so many successful people emphasize the importance of giving, whether it's giving time, resources, knowledge, or love. Generosity creates a positive cycle of compensation, where what you give out returns to you, often multiplied. However, this giving must be genuine and without the expectation of immediate return. The universe responds to the energy behind the action. Giving out of obligation or with an expectation of immediate reward will not create the same energetic flow as giving from a place of authentic generosity and abundance. The more we give with an open heart, the more we will find that the universe rewards us in unexpected and fulfilling ways. How to apply the law of compensation. 1. Be intentional about your contributions. Reflect on the energy, time, and effort you are putting into your life, career, and relationships. Are you giving your best, or are you holding back? Remember that the universe compensates you based on the quality of what you contribute. Strive to give your best in every area of life, knowing that your efforts will be rewarded. 2. Practice patience. Compensation is not always immediate, and the form it takes may be unexpected. Trust that your efforts are being noticed and that the universe will compensate you at the right time and in the right way. Practice faith and patience, knowing that every action has a corresponding reward. 3. Focus on giving. Embrace the mindset of abundance and generosity. Look for opportunities to give, whether it's giving time, knowledge, love, or resources. When you give freely and with good intention, you activate the flow of compensation, and the universe will return that energy to you in ways you may not anticipate. 4. Learn from negative compensation. If you are experiencing negative consequences in your life, reflect on the causes that may have led to them. Have you acted out of fear, anger, or selfishness in the past? What lessons can you learn from these experiences, and how can you shift your actions going forward to align with more positive outcomes? 5. Be grateful for all forms of compensation. Recognize that compensation comes in many forms, not just material wealth. Be grateful for the emotional, spiritual, and personal growth you receive as a result of your actions. When you cultivate gratitude for the non-material rewards you receive, you align yourself with even greater abundance. Compensation and success. The law of compensation is a key principle for achieving success because it highlights the importance of consistent, intentional effort. Success doesn't happen by accident. It is the result of the seeds you plant through your daily actions and attitudes. When you understand that every contribution you make, whether it's in your career, relationships, or personal development, sets the stage for future rewards, you become more intentional about how you spend your time and energy. Success also involves giving back. The most successful people in the world often speak of the importance of giving, whether it's giving value to customers, mentoring others, or contributing to charitable causes. The more you give, the more you align yourself with the flow of abundance and compensation. This creates a positive feedback loop, where the more you receive, the more you can give, and the more you give, the more you receive. Affirmation. I give freely and generously, knowing that the universe always compensates me in abundance. I trust that all my efforts are rewarded in the perfect time and form.